Hello, Joe here from Infiniti of Tacoma. Today I'm going to tell you about this beautiful 2022 Tesla Model Y. This one we're very lucky to have. Look at this, only 107 miles. This thing is virtually in new condition, and we consider ourselves very lucky to have this 22 Model Y because right now we have a very big pre-owned Tesla business, and as the used car manager I'm constantly looking at the new Tesla market, you know, so I can know what to pay for and what we can sell used Teslas for. Right now, a Model Y long range configured just like this, it's about 10 to 12 months right now if you order one to take delivery. Yeah, if you're in the market for a Model Y, I think it's one of the best battery electric vehicles on the road. I think not only is it one of the best battery electric vehicles on the road, I think it's one of the best vehicles on the road. It's quick, it's spacious, amazing technology. Very safe. It's actually one of the safest vehicles on the road, one of the lowest rollover risks for any crossover SUV. Quite an amazing vehicle. The Model Y is also one of Tesla's newest products, and it's one of their best selling. It's actually starting to sell better than the Model 3. I think if Tesla can make enough of these things, it's very possible that in the future the Model Y could be one of the best selling vehicles in the world, which would be quite amazing. Alright, so let's dig into this one. 22 is a great year for the Tesla Model Y because even though it's a new model for 2020, it's gotten a number of improvements over the last couple of years it has been out. In 2021 they did a mid-cycle upgrade and it got a newer interior, a lot nicer. You have this nice wireless charger. The center console is a much better design, I think, than the previous one. Also, in 2022, they've added Tesla glass. It's this new double pane glass with a sound deadening material sandwiched in between, making it significantly quieter. The Teslas will model, the Teslas that have the Tesla glass, if you drive one versus not having the Tesla glass back to back, you'll notice the ones with the Tesla glass are significantly quieter. It does make a big difference. The majority of the functionality is in the screen. So because of most of the functionality of this vehicle being in the screen, it doesn't have hard buttons controlling things. We have almost infinite configurability. Tesla is constantly giving over their updates. It's constantly improving, and it's constantly gaining features. One notable feature that they recently did is a blind spot camera. You know, the Model Y was out for a while, then they gave it an update, and now you have, when you put the turn signal on, you have a blind spot camera. Almost no other vehicle manufacturer can do this because most of the functionality of their vehicles are tied to hard buttons. But this is like having an iPhone or an iPad. You can get an update, you can get a whole new operating system, the way the display changes. You can, you know, the display can change completely. And yeah, so they're constantly improving this, the functionality, the buttons, accessibility. We have cool stuff like, you know, you can stream Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, YouTube. You can play video games with the over-the-air updates. They're constantly adding games. We have the toy box where you can have the silly stuff like the whoopee cushions, the boom box where you can kind of change the sound of your horn. Let's see what else we got. You can change your horn to the sound like a goat. Or an applause. Or you can even talk through your horn. Hey, you over there. Hey, you. You know, there's silly stuff, and then there's obviously really functional stuff. They have a colorizer, so if you wrap your vehicle, you can change your car, the look of your car's avatar. It's just the features are just quite amazing. It goes on and on. I love the nice clean interior. Also, of the newer Model Ys, you have the latest in processor. This has the AMD Ryzen processor, a little bit more faster than some of the older processors that they use for the screen. There's not a lot of options on the Y. You have the premium interior. You can upgrade the wheels. You can have a different color. You can add the full self-driving hardware. I mean, not the hardware, the software. You can add a third seat, but aside from that, the Model Ys pretty much come only one way. They did have a standard range Model Y for a little while, but those are pretty rare. Most of the Model Ys you'll find will be long range dual motors like this one. Lots of interior space. Even though the Y is based on the 3, it's basically a crossover version of the Model 3. It's about 20% bigger, so you have significantly more interior space, a lot more headroom. Lots of space back here. I'm 6'2", very, very comfortable back here. You have dog mode and camp mode. Dog mode allows the vehicle to stay at a nice, comfortable interior so your pet won't get overheated. And it says right on the screen, it's in dog mode. My owner will return soon. The interior is a nice, comfortable temperature, so you don't have to worry about people smashing their windows to rescue your pet. And just because this is not built like a conventional gas engine vehicle, normally you'd have a gas tank or a spare tire here. Well, now you get extra storage. It might look like a regular car, but underneath, the nuts and bolts of it, the functionality is very different. It's very different than a gas engine vehicle. So that means, you know, a lot of car companies that build gas cars doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be good at making electric cars, because they are very different. And Tesla has been building electric cars longer than everyone else, and they build more electric cars than anyone else. So they have a head start. They started building battery electric vehicles in the late 2000s. And they have a head start. It's, you know, it's my opinion, but you can do some research. I think a lot of other industry experts will share my opinion that Tesla probably has a 5 to 10 year head start. Battery technology, manufacturing, the user interface, software. It is amazing. It's a really cool looking vehicle. Looks quite like nothing on the road. It's a very clean design. Also very quick, 0 to 60. It's very fast. Top speed is very fast. I'll pull up the 0 to 60 and top speed up on the screen. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I can tell you, with dual motors and instant torque, this thing's going to be faster than most other vehicles on the road. You'd have to get into some high performance cars to really be able to out-accelerate you in a real world environment. Also, with the rate of the batteries very low, this has one of the lowest rollover risks, as I mentioned before, one of the safest crossover vehicles on the road. One awesome battery electric vehicle, one awesome crossover. The Autopilot software allows us to have level 2 autonomy, allowing you to accelerate and brake within your own lane, and gently steer with curves in the road. Quite amazing software, quite amazing functionality. Come and test it out. I think you'll be very impressed, and thanks for watching this video.